Good evening, superstars. Yes, I am glad to speak to you this evening. I hope you are doing very well, enjoying your time wherever you are. I don't know where you are logging in from. Kindly chat us down there, say hi. If possible, you can put on your video so that we can see you. Yes, and chat us where you are listening from. Yeah, so personally, I am in Nairobi. And I'm so excited to be one of the presenters today and taking us through a very important aspect of our business that normally actually comes as a by the way. So I'm really glad I've been in this opportunity for the last 14 years, and it's been such a worthwhile journey. I cannot regret joining this business because it has given me a fortune. So I really thank God for this wonderful opportunity. I want to say to all the superstars, you're in the right place, in the right team, with the right people, because we are ready to support you, to hold your hand, and to walk the journey with you until you reach the topmost levels. So the dream of every person starting the business is, of course, to grow your business. So it's so important that you learn how to grow the business. You get to train, on how to build your business, how we grow in this business. It's so, so important. So the dream of every new person in the business is to be able to reach the topmost levels. That is to be a president team member. And guess what? It is possible, it is doable. I have been able to watch and follow so many people who have done this business even from the lowest level. So 14 years ago, JOSPHAT and I joined this business. For me, I joined for health. He joined for money. But today we have achieved so much courtesy of joining the business, yeah? So through this business, you can be able to achieve, apart from the benefits of health and wealth, there is also the benefit of lifestyle. Yes, and that is what we are going to look at tonight. Yeah, from being a teacher, I was not used to lifestyle because what do? You just go to work, come back in the evening, do that every day. And of course, my results were never different. It was always the same. So through this opportunity, I've been exposed to a lot of lifestyle. And I'm really excited because so far I've been able to travel to so many destinations, just courtesy of saying yes to this opportunity. So you will find that there are people in your business that are going to join even just for lifestyle. Yeah. So it is so important to understand that we need to guide people to be able to identify their needs. The other day when we traveled to Mauritius, it was very exciting because I discovered there are so many people who have never traveled and they yearn to travel just like we have traveled. So it is good even to be also very keen on the needs of other people and getting to know whether they also want to travel or not, So tonight we are going to learn about lifestyle. And this is where the company of Neolife chooses an exotic destination for their world team members and above. Yeah. So you discover that our company is such a wonderful company. It's different from many other companies because we are always taken to these exotic destinations. I'll be telling you where we have gone because every year, once you become a world team member, you qualify to travel out of the country. So please be keen. Make sure you have a pen and a notebook because those are the same places that you're going to Google and see. When can you go there? Because Neolife must obviously one day take you there. So you discover that when you join the business for one thing, finally you get all the three: health, wealth, and lifestyle. So I came in for health, but today I have the wealth and I also have the lifestyle. So this is an extra, incentive from Neolife. It's actually one of the best incentives in Neolife because you get to get exposed. You are not going to be the only one traveling. You will be traveling with so many other people. And one day, one time, you also want to travel with your team. And I mean this. And I'm even talking to that person who just joined our business recently, because one day you will have a big team and you will also travel the world. So the company of Neolife chooses the best of the best. Every time we go for lifestyle, I always think that this is the best. The next time I go again, I find, wow, it is better than where I was last time, you know? So please, do this business until you travel. Actually, you have not enjoyed the business until you travel. And so, who travels? Who is given the incentive? Who is paid for by Neolife to travel? So these are Sapphire directors in the above. So what I mean by Sapphire directors, we have Sapphire directors, 1 Ruby directors, 2 Ruby directors, 3 Ruby directors, you know, president team members. All these people have the privilege of traveling with our wonderful business, that is our partner, that is Neolife. So in the Superstars team, we have so many leaders who have been able to travel all around the world, courtesy of growing all the way to Sapphire Director. And so I must tell you, because I discovered there are people who think that when you just join the business, you now start traveling. It is not possible. So there's someone who joined in January and expected to go with us to Mauritius, even before doing anything. So that is not possible. The company only takes Sapphire directors and world team members and the president's team members. So I'm sure that the new people may not even understand who is a Sapphire director. You realize when you join the business and become a director, you are expected to grow one person in your team to be a director like you. Then you will be able to become a Sapphire director. So it is about growing leaders, you know. Our business is about helping other people to grow. So once you become a director and you help one person in your team to be a director, you will be a Sapphire director. So we have been traveling around the world since we became Sapphire directors. I remember very well when we joined the business on 17th of July 2010, they were singing about going to Capetown. And guess what? We managed to reach the level of Sapphire director in only 7 months. Wow, 7 months. Became Sapphire directors, and so we have been traveling ever since 2011. So we became Sapphire directors in March. The end of February 2011. And I remember that the company gave us an invite and we traveled towards the end of the year, towards the end of 2011. So we have gone to various destinations, and of course, that is not the only places that we have gone. But when you become a Sapphire director, you attend what we call leadership, school first before you even get out of the country. And nowadays it is held in Mombasa. And so we go to White Sands Hotel. But before that, we were going to the Windsor Golf and Country Club. And I always make a joke and say that the local lifestyle that you are given 3 nights and 4 days is so that you can, get all the village out of you before you travel out of the country. So it is very exciting. So when you are a Sapphire director or a world team member, you qualify for traveling once in a year to a destination that is actually decided by Neolife. So when you become a Ruby director, you start attending what we call the presidential suite. That is a Ruby orientation where you go to South Africa. So for the Rubies, they travel twice a year. And if you are a president's team member, there is a diamond lifestyle that happens every year only for president team members. So Sapphire director, you travel outside the country once a year. Ruby director, you travel twice a year. And president team members travel 3 times a year. So where is it better to be? Sapphire, Ruby, or a president team member? I want to get your input. So important to know what you think. Is it better just to be a sapphire or to be a ruby or to be a president? Yeah. Please chat down there. Because sapphire directors travel once, ruby directors twice, and PTs 3 times. So where is it better to be? Wow, Sarah Sige, president all the way. Yes, for sure. So that is actually the best position if you want to travel. Thank you, JD. To be a PT, because as a president's team member, you'll be traveling out of Kenya 3 times. And remember, all these travels, thank you, Brenda, all these travels happen every year. Christine, Faith, I can see everyone is saying PT, 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 PT. So it's better to be a president's team member. Now, I will only mention where we have gone every year, Sapphire as World Team members, because even World Team conference that you attend outside Kenya is also attended by all the president's team members. So all the World Team members in 2011, they went to Cape Town. In 2012, they went to Zambia, Victoria Falls. In 2013, they went to Dubai. 2014, we went, actually, it's not they went because I was there. So 2014, Hong Kong in China. 2015, Sun City, that is the Palace of the Lost City in South Africa, Sun City. 2016, we went to Kluvitz, that is also somewhere in South Africa. 2017, we went back to Cape Town. 2018, we were in Mauritius. 2019, it was Abu Dhabi. 2020 was Czech Republic. Of course, 2021, due to COVID, there was none was scheduled for that. 2022, there was Turkey. 2023, there was Durban in South Africa, and 2024, Mauritius. So I'm excited because in all this, we have been traveling together with JOSPHAT. So I'm not going to mention for the rubies and the president's team members, but it's very exciting. Like this year, the president's team members are flying to Paris, and it is going to be exciting, yeah? So it was very exciting for us last week when we traveled to to Mauritius. You know, for me and JOSPHAT, it was actually our 3rd time in Mauritius. The 3rd time. So I remember we went to Mauritius, a Diamond Lifestyle at the Sugar Beach Resort. That was in 2014 when we were just new president team members. We were hosted at the Sugar Beach Resort. And the one in 2018, we also went to Mauritius, and we were hosted in Intercontinental Mauritius, Balaclava. And this time around in 2024, we were hosted Ravenala Attitude Hotel, that is also Balaclava. So it was next to the Intercontinental Hotel where we were last year, but this one was on another level. And superstars, I can only say, because even if I talked about my experience, I would also want each one of us on this call to experience the same in the coming days, because it is possible, you know. So I'm sure in our groups, that is in our WhatsApp groups, I was able to share all the pictures about the events that were going on. And I believe all of you enjoyed it. But just as a summary, we really had the best time of our lives. I can say that. So I remember on flying, it was so exciting. You know, it's only just 4 hours and about 10 minutes, and we were in Mauritius. We landed, and it was so exciting, guys. I can tell you, and of course, I'm very sure you could read from our faces that we were excited, yeah? So we went there, and it's exciting because we were around 8 people from Kenya. But of course, we really want to take the number up. Superstars alone, when we are going to the next destination, we want 100. And it is doable. You can type there, amen, 100, and you must be there. You know, it is so important. Will you be among the number, you know? Yeah, so we went to Mauritius. It was such an exciting event because we were able to meet so many people, you know, our neighbors, the Tanzanians. And I know most of you have also seen some of the videos we did with these people. From Tanzania, we had 70, you know, 70 world team members and president team members traveling to Mauritius. So that is a big challenge for the Kenyans. And I'm very sure on this call, we are not only Kenyans, but we have other people who are outside Kenya. But from Kenya, we were 8 of us. And I'm excited to report that out of the 8, we had 6 from our 7 from our team. So it was really, really exciting. Yeah. So Mauritius was really great. We were received at the airport. Of course, they had put a place only for Neolife, you know. It was so exciting. You could easily read from the screen. The screen was just reading, Neolife World Team and President's team members, welcome to Mauritius. Wow. Guys, can you imagine? Just upon arrival, it was so exciting. And, you know, and then we were put in a very executive bus. It was 1.5 hours drive to the hotel. And of course, we had a huge scenery. It was so nice. We arrived in the evening though, but it wasn't dark yet. And so we really enjoyed the scenery all the way to Ravenala Hotel, Attitude Hotel, where we were received by the Neolife executive members, including our CEO, Kendra Brasfield. Can you imagine being welcomed by the CEO herself? It was really, really humbling. Of course, we got our gifts, of course, our gifts that we were given on the same spot, and we went to our rooms, and that was day 1. And of course, came back for dinner. It was so nice. You know, the hotel stands on a 500-acre farm, which is actually at the east coast and along the beach, east coast of Mauritius. Wow, it was so wonderful. And you know, the hotel has got about 160 restaurants. So you can imagine, you would just choose anywhere where you wanted to go and have your dinner. So or your lunch or your breakfast. And the package was that it was all inclusive. You could eat anytime, whether it is morning, midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you could eat anything. Isn't that exciting, Superstar? So for once, we were able to really enjoy ourselves and of course to really enjoy what Neolife has to offer as lifestyle, yeah? So that was day 1. And of course, we had very nice rooms. Our rooms were big. We really enjoyed the rooms, and they were just fully furnished, and you know, they looked like homes. And you can imagine along the beach. Imagine you're sleeping here and the ocean is just there. That was a dream come true for me, because that has always been my desire, to enjoy life by the beach. And so it was really exciting. The next day, of course, was the conference day. We did a conference for only 3 hours, about 2.5 hours, but the rest of the day was free. And so we had a conference whereby we had the CEO speaking to us. We had the Chief Operations Officer, that is COO, that is Marco Taylor, all the way from the US also speaking to us. We had our 5 Diamond Director, Charlie Bolton, speaking to us. And guys, Charlie Bolton will be here next month, our 5 Diamond Director. And there I witnessed Charlie Bolton being given good money, I mean in millions. How much was it? 22 million Kenya shillings as, you know, profit share by the company for the Diamond Director. It was so exciting. And guys, just the fact that you're going to meet people who have been in your life. You know, Charlie is celebrating 51 years in your life. How about interacting with such people? The likes of Rory and Noella McDermott, they are also celebrating 50 years. By the end of this July, they are celebrating 50 years in your life. And when you look at them, they look so young and they are so humble. And I love the way that these guys they are forever humble and wonderful people. And they speak to you just like, you know, you are just, you know, one of them as a Diamond Director. And it was so exciting. We met all these people And you know, all of them were drawn from Africa, but of course, East Africa, West Africa, part of West Africa, excluding Nigeria, who came in later. But guys, I can tell you it was so exciting, interacting. And one of the things that as we were interacting, I discovered is, you know, there are people who have really succeeded very fast. We were given a speech by someone from Tanzania who has just been in the business for only 2 years, and now she's a 2Ruby director, you know. And they could really tell us the way it is so possible to be able to build leaders even around us. And yeah, also interacting with even people who don't understand English. You know, we had people who are speaking French. You know, they could not. I remember doing an interview with one of them who told me, I don't understand English, you know. Meeting such people who are also building the business. We had people who are speaking Portuguese. Can you imagine? In the same event. And it was super exciting. People, we can do this. And I learned so much from these people, you know, from 5 Diamond, Charlie Bolton, telling us to keep it simple. Our business is very simple. We just have to keep it very simple. And of course, so in the afternoon, we had a free afternoon that we went to the beach. We enjoyed ourselves. And on the 3rd day, we had a boat ride. Oh, I forgot to tell you that our dinner was great because we were, you know, there were traditional singers all in Mauritius that were singing for us. Wow. You know, you can imagine even the food, the way it was being digested. When you are, you know, listening to such and you are eating, you know, it was so exciting. So on the 3rd day, we went shopping, and of course we had, we were taken, and I remember we traveled with Charlie Bolton together for shopping the whole day. You can, not the whole day, half of the day, and in the afternoon we did a boat ride. That was also very exciting. And of course, we also had a white party dinner, and this was really exciting because, you know, it was all white and it was done by the beach. You know, I was so excited just because we were able to interact with so many people. We were able to share, you know, experiences in the business. And I discovered for us as a team, we can do so much. And one of the things I saw there, or I found is, you know, we had young and old people alike, you know, and they are doing the business. We had a 21-year-old, a 20-year-old, you know, who are Walsh team members. We also had 70 years old, 80 years old who are Walsh team members. Actually, 86 years old, who is a diamond director, 1 diamond director. So it was really exciting. I missed each one of you, and I know next year, come next year, we are all going to travel. So day 4 was majorly for traveling back, but because we were coming very late in the evening, we had a lot of fun. We went around. We had so much fun in all the restaurants in that hotel. And guys, it will always be the best, and it is just getting better because now next year our next destination is Cape Town. How many of us on this call tonight, you want to confess? Because they say you possess what you confess. You need to confess that you're going to Cape Town. You know, they say that the mind reaches before you. If you cannot imagine, you cannot be there. So you first have to visualize. How many of us are saying, I am going to Cape Town? Just a confession. I will be in Cape Town. Just type down there, Golden Superstars, set for Cape Town. Faith, going to Cape Town. Wow. Congratulations in advance. You know, guys, if you cannot confess, you will never possess. Lucy, Cape Town. Mike Sipanji, I can't wait to meet you there. Anne Kenywa, Cape Town. Sarah Sige, Cape Town. Susan Murray, wow. Everybody, John 3, oh my God, going to Cape Town. Agnes, Cape Town, here I come. You know, I can't even keep up with what you are writing. That is a confession. You must confess that you're going, and guess what? You will come. Nancy, you will be in Cape Town within your life. So luckily for me and JOSPHAT, this will be our 3rd time. I remember in 2011, it was our 1st time in Cape Town, but 2017, we were back in Cape Town, and I'm sure with some of the leaders who are on this call with us tonight. Wow, ready for Cape Town. I know even new people keep quiet, ready for Cape Town, you know. Cape Town, here we come, you know. You really have to sing about it. In fact, you have to take a step of faith and go. If you don't have a passport, start processing a passport. That is the only way you are going to get to Cape Town. You do it by faith. And also, apart from that, tell everybody around you, I'm very ready. Tell everybody around you. If you have children, tell them that next year you are going to Cape Town. If you have, I mean, your parents, you can tell them, your friends. And you know what? For it to be real, you know, you can download a picture of Cape Town, okay? Download from your phone a picture of Cape Town, and then you put it on your screen as your vision board, you know? You put it on your screen. Let it be your screensaver. I'm ready. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you there. Let the picture of Cape Town be on your screen. So once you open your phone, it's just the picture of Cape Town popping up, reminding you to work. So some of the things that you will expect in Cape Town, which we have already experienced, I will not say all of them, but you can imagine going to the Table Mountains. You can go and Google and search Table Mountains. What is going on there? And you can imagine it will get you excited. We have the Cape of Good Hope, you know, Cape of Good Hope, you know, it is such a wonderful place. You know, when we were in school, Josephine is going to Jamaica. That is Josephine, our leader in the US. She will be in Jamaica in October for the World Team Conference. Wow. Yeah, so the Cape of Good Hope, you remember we learned in school, and you know it will be a reality now going there. The Cape Point, the end of Africa, the tip end. Imagine going to witness for yourself, and where the two oceans meet, the two oceans slap one another. You know, those are some of the key things that you're going to meet there. And of course, you cannot imagine, you will meet all the president, team members, even from Nigeria, from wherever, all these countries. All the president, team members, all the Ruby directors, all the Sapphire directors. Can you imagine the language there? Nobody complains in such events. So get ready. Get ready. And as I said, it starts from your mind. So imagine, visualize, close your eyes, see yourself in Cape Town. So once you Google those photos, you can always visualize and see yourself in Cape Town. So the last thing I want to tell you is, what does it take? So if you have a pen, you can write down. What does it take to go to Cape Town next year? So remember, we only have exactly 1 year to be there. People have always actually had, they have done Sapphire in a record time of 4 months. Someone like Okech Florence on this call, yeah? She became a Sapphire director within 4 months. So you can say, you can imagine. So 1 year is really too long for anybody. Now, I will be talking about the 5 things that you need. But the first thing, before I even talk about, you know, what it takes for you to be in Cape Town, please get somebody you are going to follow, a mentor. In short, that is what I mean. Who is mentoring you? Do you have a mentor? Do you have somebody who is pushing you? You know, it's so important to have someone in our business who is pushing you. So what does it take to go to Cape Town? Number 1, decision. Number 1, decision. You have to decide. And those who are going to Cape Town have already decided. You have confessed already. So decide that you are going to Cape Town. Just make a decision. Period. Decide. So in a way of deciding, make sure that you announce to everyone around you that you're going to Cape Town. That is important. Then number 2, focus on the main thing. Remember, you cannot be a Sapphire director if you are not going to get people. In our business, what is the main thing? Kindly, what is the main thing? We say you keep the main thing the main thing. Who knows the answer? What is the main thing in our business? Sponsoring. Wow, thank you, Faith. I expected you to answer. So sponsoring is the main thing. What does it mean to sponsor? To bring other people, getting a network in the business. So focus on that, by the way. Before you look at growing these people, focus on bringing them in. Sponsoring is key. I think if there's anything that you should really work on is your skills of sponsoring, getting people, getting a network, because until you build an empire, you can not be able to actually grow. So focus on the main thing, sponsoring. So how many are you supposed to sponsor so that you can become a Sapphire director? You know, that is so key, dear ones. Because by sitting there, maybe you are using the products and sharing the products, but if you are not sponsoring, you cannot go to Capetown. And you know what? You just need to sponsor and duplicate yourself, the people you bring to also sponsor. So focus on the main thing, sponsoring. Every month, don't sponsor less than 3 people. So if I see you are not sponsoring in the next 3 months, then you will be lying. You will not go to Capetown. So you just need to really fix yourself and sponsor. Number 3, action. Go to work. Get out and work. What is the work? Of course, the basics. Do the basics on a daily basis. There is a reason why the company called it daily success habits. So daily, you have to do it on a daily basis. So daily, for so many people, they think that for you to prospect, to sponsor, you know, you need to do it once a month or twice, you know, in a quarter. No, it is supposed to be daily success habits. So you need to take action. Go to work. What are you going to do? You do the basics. Practice. Go to work. So that is number 3. So the first one was decide. Number 2, focus on the main thing. Number 3, go to work. Action. Take action. Then number 4, which is also related to number 3, take 100% responsibility of your business. Hello? I'm talking to 88 people on this call. Take 100% responsibility of your business. You know, do it yourself. You will never blame anybody when you take 100% responsibility. So there's one thing you must forget. One thing you must forget. Forget about your upline. Forget about the people in your app. Do the work yourself. I remember very well when we joined the business in 2010, we were shown the business from home. So because of that, we went ahead with JOSPHAT to really invite people right from church. We come home, we show the plan. We did a lot of personal presentations, one-on-one, you know, calling people and sitting with them and doing a one-on-one. And guess what? We got it right. Now, what I'm seeing nowadays is that so many people are depending on meetings, just calling people for meetings. Nowadays, people don't go to meetings as much. One-on-one is very effective. So it requires that you take 100% responsibility of your business. Own it up. You started your own independent business. We are just there to support you. So for example, if you are in a place like Kericho, we are going to Kericho this weekend. What have you been doing the whole week? If you are in a place like Embu, what are you doing the whole week until the meeting time, you know? So you have to take 100% responsibility. I want to urge every member of Superstar on this call under my voice that you go out and work, but take 100% responsibility. For this business to work, you cannot keep depending on people, depending on your upline. Actually, in GoPro, the book GoPro, Eric Warren states, that is a very important book. If you are a new person in this business, you need to read that book. Eric Warren says that you need to just tell your upline bye-bye. You just give them a bye so that you can be able to do the business. So that, you know, the first time you will do it, of course, you will make mistakes. But in the making of mistakes, you will be perfecting the skill. You know, sit down with somebody every day and show them the plan. Show them how they can join you and sell yourself. Don't sell the company of Neolife. Sell yourself as a person. Do you have a story that you can tell people? Even if you have used tree and then for 1 week, you have a story. Maybe you felt better, you felt more energy. That is already a story. How many people have you told that story? If you got a bonus from Neolife, the book is called GoPro. GoPro, I have it somewhere. GoPro. So please, superstars, I hope you have understood that. Take 100% responsibility of your business. Forget about your upline, forget about anybody else. Just work the business. One of the things that we did was we focused on being independent. You know, when you depend on people, they will always fail you, you know? So be very independent. Just get support from your upline, but don't depend on them 100%. You can also initiate your own things. Initiate even your meetings. You can say, today, I am putting together 5 people and doing a presentation because I want to build my business. I'm going to Cape Town. You can even tell them, I'm coming to launch something that is taking us to Cape Town. And you know what? The person you are sponsoring today can go with you to Cape Town. You know, that is the beauty of it. And the last one, have what we call a never give up attitude. The worst thing about so many people is that they give up too soon, too fast. So have a never give up attitude. Stay in the business, whether it is working now or not. Just keep practicing the skills and be patient. Guess what? With time, soon and very soon, you're going to get it right. So never give up. Don't allow small minds to lie to you that this is a small business, that this business is not taking you anywhere. Even your own self, don't allow that small voice in your head telling you it doesn't work. And if you want to make it right, continue training every time. Make sure you are training, because as you train, you get the skills. And as you practice the skills, you get to be perfect. So I remember the first time when we started this business, we could not even be able to sponsor because we were still learning. We were inviting people to our home. We were doing, you know, a presentation to them, but we were not getting it right. They were just saying, no, 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 no. I actually remember a particular point at which I called all the teachers from my staff room. They came to my house, and about 18 teachers. And I started doing the presentation. I had a manila paper. I presented to them. And guess what? As I was presenting, they were pretending they are going to pick a call from outside. They just walked out until I was remaining with 2. And the 2 that remained, they were not positive about the business. They did not even join. So if I gave up because of that, where would I be today? So please, dear superstars, never give up. Have that attitude of never giving up. So you just say, you burn the bridges by saying, it is either it works or it works. There's nothing like it works or doesn't work. Works or works. And guess what? It is doable. Guys, if you follow this, I am very sure that in Cape Town, we are going to celebrate you. We are even going to celebrate you before we get to Cape Town. Otherwise, I believe you have enjoyed my presentation. God bless you so much. Enjoy your time, and let us all get to work. Let us all go out and be the superstars that we are. Because I remember when I was talked about the superstars team, the definition of a superstar is people who are well known. You know, so let us be known. We are known for sponsoring. So let us be known. Let's do it. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. Let's go to work. Let's be responsible, 100% responsibility. Let us not give up. And of course, decide to go to Cape Town. God bless you, and see you in Cape Town. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, PEAROSE. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the session. Of course, PEAROSE has really taken us through a rigorous session there. Someone is asking what is sponsoring. Sponsoring is just like recruiting, only that it entails mentorship. Yes. You don't just recruit people and leave them. So that is what you call sponsoring. It's not paying for them, all right? I don't know that PEAROSE will allow me to add just 3 points so that you have 8, or 8 are too many. All right, just 3 that would perhaps help, especially the new ones, because Cape Town, we must go, and we don't want any single person here to be left behind. So if you still have space on your notebook, you can add these 3, and I'll be quite quick so that we do the recognition. And the very first one is accept the reality of our business. Many people have got what we call false expectation. The reality is you are moving yourself from the majority to the few, the side of the few who are damn successful. And as you do that, you will expect some people to doubt you, because you're talking of big things. You're talking of going to Cape Town, Table Mountains, and those cable cars and all that. So they will doubt you because they've not seen you do that. Others will reject you because they perhaps feel like that is not practical. And remember, you don't want to do normal things. Otherwise, you'll still get very normal results. And others will belittle you. They will ask you, have you lacked something else to do that is more meaningful? But then I must confidently say that that is the work of small people, to belittle you. Those who are really big will encourage you even when you are starting small. So you are looking for gold among that. So as you talk to people, remember you are looking for gold. People who also have got big dreams like you, and they are not many. You don't find gold on the surface of the earth, but you have to dig deep. And again, for every 10 people that you talk to, you'll find that one serious person and 9 who are not even interested. Now, this is what I'm calling the reality, accepting the reality of our business. I hope this is really helpful, because many people give up just because they have talked to the first 9 people who are not positive. And they forget that you must get rid of the first 9 by talking to them so that you can get to that one who is going to take you to the next level. And so we also must appreciate that this is a business of numbers. You cannot talk to only 5, 10, 20 people and expect to be very successful. You've got to talk to so many people. Fortunately, we are not short of people to talk to. If you have the courage and confidence to talk to people, there are so many people. How many millions do you have in your country? And that was number 6. Number 7, raise your effort and commitment level to your level of expectation. If you expect this much, please make sure that your effort and commitment also rises to that level. Otherwise, for majority of people, they have too high expectation, yet they don't put equivalent effort. So let's challenge ourselves that because we must go to Cape Town, then we must be really committed. And I must confess that when I was a full-time lecturer in the university, I was more committed in my own business, this business, than even my full-time job, because I knew that was not my job. It was someone else's business. And this is my business. Even when I was earning as little as $20 in this business, I still valued it more than my full-time job that was paying me over $1,000. So raise your effort and commitment level to your level of expectation. And number 8, the last one, put in the time and engage your upline. Put in the time and engage your upline. One of the things that I want to challenge us to do, listen carefully to this. Your upline, especially those who have really succeeded in the business, they know exactly how to work with an individual who is committed so that you can be able to go to Cape Town. Unfortunately, we find that it's like we are the ones who are looking for The distributors, it should not be that way. Now, at a personal level, feel very, very free to engage your upline day and night until you are successful. None of us uplines will ever be tired of someone who is seeking to achieve the Sapphire Director and above levels. Because our greatest joy, and we are praying day and night, and prayer is not enough, work is very critical. Our greatest joy is to see every single one of us flying with us in May next year to Cape Town. And it is so very much possible. So may God bless you so much, dear team, as you put into practice what we've shared tonight. And think about this, even as we do the recognition, if you get used to being recognized every week, you have sponsored or you have high personal points, guess what? It is just a question of few months and you'll be a Sapphire Director. I challenge you. So don't just watch people being recognized. Do all what it takes to be in the recognition every single week. But if you are not in the recognition tonight, don't you feel like, oh my God, why not me? Appreciate those who are being recognized, and then tomorrow get to work and do whatever it takes until you are in the recognition next. So allow me to go on and do the recognition.